Yo guys, what's good? It's Xavier, and this week I'm thinking about making a hard YEAT type beat, and I made a sample from scratch, and as you can see here, I have all the stems laid out, and I just want to show you some of the effects I put on them and show you how each section sounds, and then I will just bounce them down and get into throwing some drums on there. This is the first layer I started with. Nice hard synthy sound, and then I threw an ARP on top, which sounds like this. Kind of creepy, vibey, gives it a little bit of bounce. And then I have this little atmospheric lead sound. And all together, that's gonna sound like this. On the hard synth, all I did was EQ it. On that lead, I threw an EQ, an exciter, and just a crystallizer from Effect Rack. Alright, now let's move on to this B section. I simply copied over that atmospheric lead sound for the first half of the B section. I used those same hard synth chords, but I threw shaper box on them, so it does like a gate, like that. But it stutters in and out, and then just a little chorus. I also added this pluck lead with a little bit of delay on there, as well as a similar eerie type lead with just some EQ, and then a vocal chop with a little bit of panning from shaper box, and then a little alter boy to change the formant so it sounds lower. And I'll play those layers out. So this is the hard chord section modified for the B part. But here's that pluck lead sound. Same lead MIDI as the atmospheric stuff, just on a nice clear pluck with some delay. The second atmospheric lead, pitched down and EQ'd. Kind of haunting. And then lastly, we got the vocal chops. Just kind of a stab. I'm gonna go ahead and just play all the layers of this B section, what it sounds like. Alright, and one more thing I forgot to mention. I have some piano with a halftime blended into it. I'm gonna use this as an intro. Kind of creepy. So I'm just going to bounce these two sections down and I'll get into those drums. Alright you guys, now that I have these two melodies bounced down, let's get into some drums. I clap on the threes and the usual two-step hi-hats to start. All these drum sounds are linked below in the description in my Cosmic Drum Bundle kit. Those hi-hats sound crazy, but I have an idea for them. Okay, so here's that hi-hat pattern all finished up. Now let me throw in a snare. Pulled up this Pluto 808 from an upcoming kit. Keep your eyes peeled. I'll be dropping that pretty soon. It's sort of a short but super hard 808. Saucy. Since I made the sample, I do know what key it's in, so let me draw in a pattern. Start on that F. See how this sounds. Now let me copy that over and switch up a little bit of the second half. Alright, so that'll do it for the hook section 808. Let's move on to that verse. Open hat. And I'm just gonna throw some effects in here. Okay, so that'll pretty much do it for the drums. Here we go. Let's go ahead and draw out a somewhat simpler 808 pattern for this verse section. Let's drop this down and see how this sounds so far. Copy this over and simplify that first half. Let's try that. I'm just gonna throw a super quick little stutter here. Okay, so here's that verse section 808 pattern. Let's run it. Okay, one more thing I did was essentially just copy down the B section melody and just pitch it down an octave, EQ'd it to cut out some of those super low end frequencies, just for a variation during the verse. Okay, all that's left to do is mix, master, and arrange the beat out. Of course, I'll show you a final beat preview. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. I'll see you all next Friday. Peace.
Xavier.